Alright, we're down here at a Family Affair Boxing, Child's Play MMA gym, Globeville, Denver, Colorado area. Fidel Martinez. He's normally coach, but on April 8th, he's going to be dad when his son, Fidel Jr., makes his pro debut at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Denver, and he's fighting Britton Swanson at Airtight Boxing's War Zone. See it here, the man himself. And just wanted to talk to you about, what this means. Watching your son come up through the amateurs, have real great success, and what it means to finally see him prepare, and also, complete his transition from amateur to pro status, what that means to you as a father, not just as a coach.
That means the world. I got to see him put in the hard work. Like you said, I'm not coach. I'm in the corner, but not coach. Manny Perez is his coach, so I get to sit back and get to see what the torture I put Manny through. I get to see Manny put that through me, so which is great because Manny's his own guy. I love the way Manny coaches. So the way he got going for Junior right now has got him prepared for anything or anybody that can step in the ring with him right now. Transitioning over, you know what? Honestly, Manny's been having Junior ready for probably quite a while last year to turn pro. So every aspect of him turning pro, we maybe turned up the training a little bit, different stuff, added some muscle to him, made sure that he's bulking up into that 154 status, 56 status, whatever the fight happens to be at, I'm not sure. So in that sense, he's transitioning very well. To see him to go out there to do what he's doing is the best thing. It could be no prouder than I am right now for him. The hard work that he does, he's dedicated his life to this. Everybody knows boxing's not just a game, it's life. And to him, he's turned it into life. So, having a great mentor by Manny Perez is something else. Manny's there for him every day and night, just like I would be for Manny. So, it's great to see the camaraderie they have with each other. Not friends, they're coaches and student, and Junior learns everything. He soaks it up so well, everything that Manny throws at him. So, his transition is going to be fun. It's going to be real good.
Now, you mentioned that you've kind of, not a lot has changed as far as prep. You've turned it up some, but he's always prepped hard. But is there a noticeable difference that you see out of Junior when preparing for his first professional bout?
Yeah, I do. It actually turned up after his last amateur fight he had that, he's a teammate of ours now, Alejandro Ibarra, but, he don't think he lost that fight, which, that's every fighter, but, it's a good thing for him. We turned him up right after that. He knows right now, no matter what he does in this ring from here on out, can't leave it to the judges. You got to go out there and knock these people out, stop them, make sure you put it on hurting on somebody where there's not leaving it to the judges. It could be anywhere and you could lose. Went through that, a few times already. So for him to do that, to go out there to change the way he is, his mindset is totally different now that he is a pro. He's got to see a lot of pro debuts in the last few months. From Sparta shows to traveling out with me to New York with Tim, seeing a couple, pro debuts out there, seeing Colin coming out, laughing at how he performed, knowing that Junior's just, I'm gonna come out and show what a true debuter needs to do to prove to these people. So look for fireworks. Junior's looking to knock somebody out, and he's ready to do that.
Now, do you think? I know but do you think he knows the importance of getting those big wins in big time fashion early on in his career, and really making sure that now once these ones count, not that the amateur ones didn't, but I mean these really count, and your career can take one or two paths, and the importance of that at the very start of his career, if you could talk on that.
Yeah, he's a student of the game. He knows, he learns, and he knows what he has to do. He knows that, the way to start your career is have to get these wins, have to get these knockouts. You want everybody to know your name. Everybody knows knockouts. You get seen, you get known. So you got to go out there and put on a show, but you also got to go out there and knock somebody out. No will towards anybody and any opponent. We don't want nobody ever getting hurt. But he's got to go out there and do his job. His job is to go out there to knock somebody out. And we've been in the business for a while. We know what we got to do. We've been with Manny Perez for a while, so you know what you got to do to show these people. And for Junior's name to be noticed anywhere, he's got to start with knockouts. We got to start our career with some good knockouts and showing these people that you're here, that that you're here to show them that you're here for a long stint and you're ready to fight. People want to see fights, and that's one thing Junior's going to do is put on a show when he's out there.
Speaking of the importance of the start of the career, you want to kind of talk to us about how important matchmaking is. You don't want to necessarily have complete pushovers. You want to test Junior early, but he needs to, like you said, put the fighters that he should put away. He needs to put away, and you see that all the time at the start of young careers. That can really propel someone if they take care of the business. If you could kind of talk about how this fight with Britton Swanson came to be, and your relationship with Steve Mestis and what it means to have your son fighting for the first time on one of Steve's cards.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's great to let Junior start with Steve Messis. Everybody knows Steve Messis, Don King, Colorado out here. He runs it.
Yeah.
So my relationship with Steve Messis, there is a little greater. He's helped me so much in my career in this sport. He showed me a lot. He showed me how to take care of fighters. He showed me how to, not just fighters in the corner, but outside the ring. So, to me, Steve Messis is our matchmaker, is Junior's manager. So, whatever fight that he sees fit, that he knows how to get his guys to world champions. Done it with Manny Perez, done it with Rob Franco. Rob Franco didn't even have no amateur fights, and Rob Franco was a world champion.